This episode is brought to you by paintballshop.com. They're an amazing online superstore for all your paintball needs and is Australia's top source for your paintball equipment and clothing to get you looking and playing your best. With over 4,000 products to choose from, head over to paintballshop.com to shop all their amazing products and deal with the ultimate customer service. Right now, they have a price match guarantee. If you find the same item on a lower price, paintballshop.com will beat it by 10%. Terms and conditions apply. Please see the website for details. Right now, paintballshop.com has a lay-by purchase for your Christmas orders, letting you pay 20% of your item. Use code LAYBY2025 at the checkout and only pay 20% of your item. See the website for more details. Check out paintballshop.com on their Facebook, Instagram, or give them a call on 96790011 or pop in for a visit at 5 Curtis Road, Vineyard, New South Wales 2765. This episode is brought to you by Action Paintball with their epic paintball venue park with over 10 premier paintball battlegrounds to choose from, also providing themselves with not only the best customer service, but the best rental equipment on the earth. Don't like using a rental marker? Action Paintball has you covered. With their large variety to choose from, Action Paintball has you covered with some of the best paintball markers in the world, starting at only an extra $25. With some of the most competitive pricing, you are sure to have the most amazing paintball experience at Action Paintball games. Book now at actionpaintball.com or call now on 96790011. Welcome everybody to the second episode of the Down Under podcast with myself, Brent Mitchell, and I'm also with
Yes.
And guys, we've got a fair bit of news about Super7s coming up for the 2025 season. Me and Bill can't wait to actually get into it and dig into it and dive and get all into the nitty gritty about all the changes that are going on, some potential teams that are making returns, and just cover the basis of sevens for 2025. You know, it's our home tournament. It's a tournament we play regularly. It's the closest tournament to us anyway. So, you know, it's deep to our hearts and it's a tournament we want to see succeed and tournament to be the best.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it, Bill?
Yeah, of course, that's right. It's 100%. So we've got all the dates now, I believe, for
All the dates.
all the rounds. So that's something we'll be getting into today's show. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, why don't you just kick it off with all the dates, Bill?
okay, dates. So HK Classic round 1 for Super7s. Amateurs is February 1st and 2nd. Semi is 8th and 9th. And Pro is 16th. DLX Cup round 2. AMS is May 3rd and 4th. Semi-Pro is May 17th and 18th, and Pro is May 31st, I think, and June 1st. I think it laps over to the next month, the 2 days.
Yep.
Okay. So that's round 2. And then Planet Eclipse Open round 3. What do we got? AMS August 9th and 10th, Semi-Pro August 16th and 17th, and Pro August 30 and 31st. So that's
Sweet.
round 3,
Sweet.
yep. And then we're going to Masters. AMS is October 18th and 19th. Semis October 25th and 26th, and Pros November.
Beautiful. There's a date.
4 locked in dates for the year, guys. There you go. So you know your rounds for the year. Would have been your calendars, yeah, along with the other dates. And yeah, so there's your dates. But something new, something big news.
I think
big changes come to sevens.
One of the big changes is they bring back HK Supreme Paint.
That is.
So that is one of the huge changes. Let's just start.
You want to start at the bottom and work his way up?
We'll work our way to the shovel.
Okay.
So one of the big changes is they're adding HK Supreme Paint as well as Killer, and I think Plague is still an option.
Okay.
But the two big ones are HK Supreme Paint and the Axiom that we all know and love.
Axiom. I was going to say
Killer Axiom Paint.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
So those are the 2 paints that are available all throughout the year at all 4 events. So we can't wait to shoot either one. The Killer, the Axiom we shot all year this year was
mint.
all on board, in my opinion.
I think it's HK Supreme.
Yeah, HK Supreme.
It's pretty good paint. Mike, I think used to get that stuff before, and that was pretty good. So
Yep.
But you know what? In saying that, the Axioms
it's pretty good,
up
man.
there with the
Pretty
HK
good.
stuff, mate.
Pretty
Like
good.
the last year or so of batch that
Well, definitely the
factory
stuff
sent through has been really good.
Yeah, definitely the stuff we've been shooting at training has been really good.
Mate, it's good. So it was the yellowy orangey stuff out of shell, and then they went to the pink stuff.
Yeah.
All 3 spots shot really good. So,
Yeah, it was really, really good.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I had nothing but good reviews on that. But Bill, hit us with the big stuff.
The big stuff.
Big stuff. Let's just
Okay.
go right into it now.
Or did you want to cover the entry first? Because we started off.
So you want us to keep starting off slow? So entry for every round of Sevens Pro anyway. So we'll cover the Pro division first, and then we'll work our way down.
Yeah.
We'll cover the big one first.
But
So
this is based on
this is based off if 10 teams
teams.
were to play every event.
Okay.
So entry level to Pro costing about $1,000. $1,000 to the entry.
I think that's the same. That hasn't changed.
No, I don't think it's changed since this season. I think it's all
the same. Like that's what Pro used to play.
Yeah, $1,000
Yep.
entry. 10.5 BPS. They've kept it at that NXL style 10.5 BPS format. Pros and cons. People do like it. People don't like it. People miss 15. People love 10.5. They've just gone in with the world's sort of standard rate now. Just kept it at 10.5. I believe it was a pretty happy response overall this year, changing it to 10.5.
I think we've moved on here in Australia from that BPS discussion. I think everyone's sort of settled in with it.
Yeah.
They're happy. Some even the guys that
It's a happy
weren't
medium. Some
think-
people
yeah,
don't. Some people would
they're
rather
starting to get
10.5.
used to it.
Some people still rather 15.
playing a whole.
Yeah, playing whole season of 10.5. It's it's definitely a big change,
Yeah.
but I think it's a move forward.
It's a match to I believe what's going on with the rest of the world.
Well, I mean, like in my opinion, you have players you watch on NXL, for example, that shoot 10.5, and you want to be exactly like that, and you'll sort of replicate what they're doing.
I guess it's following to sort of keep it all the same. I guess,
Yeah.
in a way, maybe. I don't know. Look, it is what it is. Some people are going to like it. Some not. They'll get used to it, just like the BPS rate that we've changed.
Yep.
They'll start getting used to the
Yep.
format. So, talking about the format, how's it work, Mister?
So Saturday, so it's a 2-day event. They're all 2-day events. There's no longer 3-day events for capped at 10 teams. There's no more 3 days.
Okay.
All 2 days.
Okay.
10 or not. Saturday, you get 4 prelim matches. In the Pro division anyway, you get 4 prelim matches. They go for 15 minutes, and it's a Mercy 6 now, no longer Mercy 4. So it's almost your true NXL style. So you're not playing Friday and Saturday, 2 games each day. You're playing just the Saturday. You get your 4 prelim matches. That's it.
Yeah.
The top 6 of those 10 teams that have the highest scoring points, I believe it's going to go off. So the same way the NXL score it.
Yeah, same way.
I've got a feeling that's the way they're going to move forward with this.
Yep.
The top 6 teams of that 10 will play Sunday. The 4 are out.
So there's no wild card.
There's not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. So first and second cruise straight through.
First and second get a bye on Sunday. Sunday is finals day now.
So then, so first and second go through. Then third and fourth and fifth and sixth battle off.
So it'll be
So that's your sudden death round, basically.
so it'll be third and sixth play,
and
then fourth and fifth. The winner of those two,
just like NXL.
yeah, and then the winner of those two will go through to play semi-finals.
Yep.
So the third and sixth, the winner of that will play second place.
So the first 2 teams that go through that sit in that pool by themselves await the 2 victors of the semi-finals
of the quarterfinals.
of the quarterfinals. So they go through,
Yep.
and then they play off the Super.
That's right.
Okay.
So third and sixth will play second place. So whoever plays second.
Yep.
And then fourth and fifth, the winner of that will play first place. And then that's your semi-finals. And the winner of those 2 matches will play for first and second of the event.
So it's same thing.
It's nearly a mirror image. There's obviously going to be some slight differences, some slight discrepancies
okay, yeah.
on the way Mike, Adam, and John decide to run it and the flow that they decide to run it off.
Yep.
Which is, it's all fair game. It's their event.
Yeah, of
at the end
course,
of the
that's
day.
right.
And if you manage to win after all of this new, it's going to be a bit confusion. It's going to be a bit of confusion, I think, this first maybe 2 rounds.
Probably.
What's to be expected. If you do manage to win prize money, first place, this is based off 10 teams. First place is $3,000. Second place, $1,500. Third place, $750.
Okay. not bad.
With trophies and medallions.
Of course. So
Of
that's
course.
pro division.
That's pro division.
Okay.
That's pro division.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's the changes of sevens, and they all sort of work off the same way. So all divisions are 10 teams, 2 days, 4 prelim matches, pros 15-minute matches, semi-pro and AMs, I believe, are both 10 minutes.
But they run the same schedule for 4 rounds of prelim.
Yes.
That's exactly the same for all
exactly
3
the same.
divisions. Semi-pro and AMs is there's entries what
I
500.
think it's $500 for semi-pro and $400 for AMs.
Yeah, correct. No, that's right.
So
And there's, what is it, medallions and trophies?
For AMs, it's just medallion and trophies. That's your prize. And for semi-pro, it's first place for 10 teams is $1,500 towards the next event.
Oh, so it gets put on the next event.
It gets put on the next event. So sort of like what happened with AMs.
We used to have for the past couple of seasons.
For the past couple of
seasons. Your prize money will go into your next event.
Yeah. So, and then semi-pro second place is $750, and then third place, is $375, all towards the next event.
Oh, that's fine. That's pretty cool. And they play a 10-minute Mercy.
They play 4 minutes. I say they play 4 10-minute Mercy 4 game.
Mercy.
Yeah. Both divisions, AMs and semi-pro.
Yeah.
Pro is the big leagues. It's the 15 minutes.
So it's an extra 5 minutes and an extra two points per
extra
game.
Yeah, it's an extra Mercy 2.
You say you go up 5-0, you need to Mercy 6, right? But then if the other team starts coming back,
that's right.
And they have the deficit out, so that you say there's, well, as long as the clock's still going.
I think they've made it four games, but in essence, you can nearly play the same amount of paintball as you did playing 10.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
So yeah, there's discrepancies. People have there's been a bit of a mixed review. Some people like it, some people don't like it. At the end of the day, there's always going to be a mixed review on it.
Because some people are thinking, well, it's only 4 rounds, I'm getting less paintball, but in essence, you're not. You're actually getting an extra 8 points throughout the day, so it's an extra 8 sort of. Yeah. So it's kind of similar, sort of, in a way, if you think about it.
You can nearly draw it out. You can nearly draw it out to be a 15-point match if you wanted to.
Well, we have seen that on NXL games in the States.
Well,
they start off and then they start off at 15 and next block and they're like down to 2 minutes. And you're like, this went for 13 minutes.
That's right.
10 per damage.
So I just wonder how the layouts are going. I wonder how the layouts are going to happen now. I wonder if they're going to keep it that same sort of 7 style layout with that big rush to the snake 50, bunker this bloke, and then sort of dissipate from there. Or are they going to sort of run it like an NXL event where it's, strategic, spot by spot? It's not always about pushing to the 50 first and having the best angles. It's about having that patience. It's about having that level of timing and zone control.
Okay, so most of the changes are similar. I don't see why they wouldn't go with the same sort of.
Well, there's always room for improvements and disimprovements. Some things work, some things don't. So let's just see if this whole new 7s look is an improvement. Hopefully there's more teams that decide to go, especially from AMs, seeming that there's no real
I believe
prize for playing AMs.
I believe there's a couple of AMs teams that have pushed up into the semi-pro.
I believe there's been a few. There's been a few. And same with semi-pro. I feel like there should be a few teams that should prescribe to move up as well.
There's nothing confirmed, but there has been a bit of...
There's been a bit of chit-chat about who's going who.
Maybe 1 or 2 teams possibly will be coming up in the semi-pro division to the pro division. We'll see.
See how it all goes. Any time will tell.
In February 2025.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But no, so those are the massive changes of Super7s as it stands. More to be released probably closer to the date, or if there has been anything more to be added. But so far, that's all that's been released. It's all that's been sort of snippeted, and a bit of guesswork has been put to stone.
That's what you put.
Well, that's all that's been released from
Sevens given to itself, yeah. That's all that's been given to us.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So still on 7s. The AMs and semi-pro division will be webcasted, or
they get the basic webcast of just the one big wide lens, or the 2 cameras. Sorry, the 2 cameras that are merged into one. You get the big wide lens camera.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And I believe Mike will be up there commentating as well here and there.
Okay, cool.
And so that's for both AMs and semi-pro. So they'll just get the basic webcast. I'll get photos done by core photos from Christy.
Yep.
And they also get a highlights reel. Both divisions. Okay. And then pro, you get the full 7s.
The whole.
I think you get the whole shebang.
Everything. Yeah. Okay, cool. As it's always been.
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
You get the whole shebang now. So
awesome. All right, so that's 7s.
That's a 7s wrap up right there.
I wouldn't say a wrap.
For 2025, for all the news, that's a 7s wrap up.
Well, the dates are in. Divisions are sort of set, different formats. Okay, cool.
Sort of about it for 7s, really, for the big update.
Well, yeah. But it's going to take a bit of time for a lot of teams to get used to it, I reckon.
I reckon it'll take a good season.
You're going to take the whole season?
I reckon Masters will be a cracker, because everybody will have the whole season to get ready for it. Adapt. There'll be nothing new sprung, so it's all
Nothing new will be you never know that in paintball, mate.
Well,
players jump ship sometimes during the season, and you never know.
Yeah, well, that's right. Sometimes there is a big roster change up. So
Look at the NXL.
Yeah.
So,
but no, that's done all after, mainly the time.
Of course, yeah.
All after, but no. So I think Masters. I think it's just going to be more of a higher level of paintball now. You only get 4 games, so every game means it.
I think you'll see more strategic paintball from teams. Players will be, I think, a little bit more cautious starting out, but then as they progress, sort of like through the first game, the second, third, fourth game onwards, they'll sort of be a bit more familiar with it, or a bit more comfortable, or see how the other teams are playing it as well.
Yeah,
it will change the play a little bit in the sense of the style of play.
Yeah,
so teams will have to play a little bit smarter, a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, and expect a bit more brute force too. Every game means it now. It's you can't sort of rely on numbers now. It's more so you sort of need to win and by margin.
Yeah.
So teams are going out to win, and they're going out to win hard.
I understand that, but if you explode off in the first point, and the second team sort of sets up from the second point, and you try and do it again second point, and you get blasted. Then you're back to the drawing board going,
that's right.
Where are we changing up to? So do you risk that?
Well, risk versus reward.
Well, you risk it in a point, but don't forget you've still got 6, maybe possible 8, 9 points to play, depending on how much time you've got left on the clock and how many points is already played. So
it's more, it's like you said before, it's more strategic now.
I think so, yeah.
You can't just sort of just go out there and go, let's just send it. Like, there has to be planning.
I think teams will sort of play more strategic and more reserve, probably the first and second game.
Yeah.
And then sort of like, depending on their results, how they've gone.
Depending on their margins.
Well, yeah, if you've lost your first two games, you're sort of like, do we sort of, no, let's let's just try and maybe it'll work. And we can get a 2-2, and possibly that might get us in.
Yeah.
For the Sunday.
Yeah. How do you think this is going to go, though? Like, say we do have a consistent 10 teams, which is always the hope for sevens. Say we do have 10 teams all throughout the year. How do you think this new format will go? Based off, you've played sevens for over a decade.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this will go versus what has already happened?
Well, there's been a lot of changes over the years.
Yeah.
Small ones, big ones. There's been changes in markers, in players, in formats, in the way some teams run events, like some organizers run events. But because there's already been a fair few changes towards NXL sort of style stuff, and the rest of the world sort of adapts around that. All right. And I believe we had our own sort of Aussie way, as we used to call it.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas I believe we're sort of starting to follow suit, but it's one country sort of against the rest of the world that are sort of following one format, where it's sort of against the grain. So sort of towards the end of it, you think and go, well, we might as well, because it's working.
Yeah. The formula works.
It's been successful where they've got it to, depending on teams.
Yeah.
But it seems to be successful over there. So, and in Europe and in a lot of sort of countries where they play it.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be good.
You reckon it'll work?
I think it will.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I think it'll work. There's no harm in trying. You can try it for a season. If it doesn't work, you can always get back to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Sort of same format.
Yeah.
But there's no harm in trying something new.
Yeah.
And you try this and it's possibly more successful. You might go, okay, we're sticking with it.
Yeah.
It seemed to work. It was good. Let's keep going with this. The players liked it. The fans liked it. Everybody liked it. Let's just stick with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like everything else in life, mate, trial and error.
Yeah, that's right. Well, look at Elite One.
Give it a shot.
Elite One, in my opinion, is a pretty good example. They've had some trial and errors with a few ways of how they do it, and I think they've got a sort of like a good formula of what they've run off from this year. We're especially keeping, removing the interdivision style play and keeping it divisional.
Yep.
I think that was a big win. I know Kyle was really happy with that. From the phone call I had with him recently, he was really happy with sort of how the games flowed and the system and everything, how smoothly the event carried through.
Yep.
of keeping it divisional. So that's something they're definitely investing in and looking into. So yeah, once a good formula occurs and the community gets down and builds up together and just consistently shows the love to the event, I think the event sort of thrives.
Yeah, that's right. It will. It should be. Like I said, it will take a bit of adjusting, but I think it'll be successful. I think, but exactly what we've just said. Like if it doesn't, you can always go back. To what you did the previous season for the next season. So,
absolutely.
But we'll see. 2025, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, 2025. Yeah, it's going to be a good year of paintball. I think definitely a few events.
I believe that lower divisions sort of have a couple of teams have moved up. A couple of new teams have come into it. I think there's a couple of new teams coming in next season as well. There's been a lot of rumors and a lot of talk throughout the community. Possibly teams might be making a comeback. As a comeback, like teams coming back. They used to play sevens. They're busy this past season, so they've sort of freed up time, or things are changing in their lives, and they can sort of squeeze paintball back in. I don't know. You hear a lot of you know yourself, mate. In that players' pits, you hear a lot of different chit chatter from different players,
especially during the off season. You hear a lot of chit chat from a lot of people.
And it's because good that you mentioned it, because off season, it's funny because players have certain mindsets. You've played all season. You're burnt out. You're tired. You're hurting. In the back of your mind, come your last round of paintball, once you finish up and you pack up your gun and your gear bag and you're on your way home, and that's it. You've got no events. You sort of go into that
relaxation,
and then the last thing in your mind is, when are we playing next, or when's the next tournament, right? So when you get asked the question, what are you thinking about next season? You're not in the right mind frame or in the right sort of headspace. You're burnt out. You've just played like 4 rounds of sevens. You've played Elite 1. You've played a couple of tournaments. You've done a couple of Total Wars or a couple of Bush Ball events, whatever. Mate, you are burnt out as a person, as a player, right? I don't care how fit you are. Come into the season, everyone gets tired, right? But it's, I don't know. You can't make your decision at the end of the season. You need to rest up, give it some time. And then come January, go, okay, I can sort of go, hey, I'm in for the season. Because I've noticed at the end of the seasons, players make a decision at the end of the season. And then come January, you ring them up, or they get called up and they're like, oh, look, I know you didn't want to play this season, or you were going to take a break, blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, no, man, who told you? Like, I'm good to go. Like, oh, what are you talking about, man? Like, well, you said at the end of last season, no one would have said at the end of last season, I was burnt out, but I'm good to go for this season. It's sort of like, I know a lot of teams try and wrap up the end of their season and then go, all right, look, let's not do this in January, let's do this now. Let's see who's in for next season, who's available to play, and all the rest.
Want to be organised, want to be set ready for the...
Well, of course, everyone wants to know, like, especially captains or the team owners or whatever, they just want, in the back of their heads, they want it sorted so they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's right. They can enjoy the off-season and enjoy the time with their families. So I feel like I'm opposite, though. Like, I do enjoy, a little bit of a break here and there, but, the minute when sevens comes to an end, because that's sort of like the last mainstream event for the year, like, I'm thinking, when the hell can I pick my paintball gun up again? Like, I'm getting itchy like that. You had that first weekend off, you're like, that was nice, that's cool. Righto, boys, let's get back at it. Like, who's going to training, or who's doing this, or that's sort of what runs through my head. I don't really like an off season.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, mate. I've had the last 2 weekends off, and at my age, not at your age, I kind of enjoyed the last 2 weekends.
Oh yeah, there's always a good time for a break, but for me personally,
mate, all the bruises are gone. I'm nicely rested. I'm healthy. But no.
Yeah, but for me personally, I'm always thinking, when can I pick it back up?
That'll be about second week of January for me, mate.
Yeah, oh mate, take all the time you want. For me, it's when the hell can I get back out there? Like, I don't know. I'll probably be out there this Sunday, but all depends.
Boxing Day,
100%.
I don't think the field's open Boxing Day, mate.
So there we go,
Mike. No, I think the field's closed.
Nah, the field will be closed, but there's always Saturday.
That's Christmas Day.
Stuff that, mate. It's all right. It's only Christmas. Say hello to the family. See you later. But
okay, Mr. Grinch. No worries, mate.
Yeah, honestly, look, I like this time of year, but honestly, for people that drive, this is the worst time of the freaking year, man. Like, I swear, everybody that doesn't have that, everybody has gotten their license from the back of a cereal box, decides to get in their car and go, yeah, perfect time for a drive.
That's a bold statement. Not the world's best driver,
mate. I do the speed limit at least.
I'm not going to say I'm the world's best driver. Like, I'm a terrible driver too. But
I reckon, I don't know. I don't know about you people, but
what does that make? Do the speed limit?
Yeah, just do the speed limit. Like just do the speed limit at least. As a minimum, just the sign says 80. Please do 80. Like, that's just a requirement. Like, just do the speed limit by a bare minimum.
This is coming from a person who I've been in the car with, and it's like driving with Michael Schumacher.
It's really not, because it
is.
My car doesn't go from 0 to 100 in about 2.2 seconds.
Okay.
I can get to that speed, but in about 4 business days.
You know what? Some of the viewers that have been in the car with you, they'll be able to back me up on it.
Oh yeah, they'll be able to back me up on saying that they get to their destination in a very timely manner.
Oh, they get there very fast.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm saying, Mr. Michael Schumacher.
Right? That's right. That's fine. But no, this is the worst time of year for people that drive their vehicles, because it's everybody that has gotten their license from the back of a cereal box decides to get in their car. It's like when you drive in the rain, and you have no choice, but it's like you feel like everybody's just gone, yeah, it's raining, let's go for a drive, for absolutely no reason, because people that drive in the rain just cannot drive. Cannot drive. Yeah, slow down a little bit, the roads are wet. Don't stop in the middle of the road because it's raining.
Mate, people in glass houses throw stones.
I can drive, right? All right? Don't you even start me, mate. I can drive.
Sorry to our viewers.
How long does it take you to get to Wagga Wagga, mate?
Hey?
How long does it take you to get to Wagga Wagga?
Oh, mate, it takes me the amount of time it's supposed to take you.
No way. Whatever that Google map says on the ETA, you got to beat that by at least 20.
Yeah, see, that's Brent's thing. If the Google Maps thing gives him, it says it's going to take you 4 hours and 20 minutes. In Brent's head, this is a race. I got to beat this time.
Keen will back me up. He'll set. I know where I'm going, right? I'll set Google Maps just to have the ETA there. If I beat that by a minute, I feel like I've achieved something. I swear, we drove to Wagga in Colby's car, and he has the same mentality.
The worst drive I've ever been involved in was that last trip.
Yeah, and it was flogging down with rain.
With you and Colby, mate. These two Muppets.
Yeah.
Like, Colby, I love you. You're a teammate of mine. You're my brother. But you know what, mate? You got to learn how to stick to speed limit and not fluctuate from 100 to 1.
Honestly, I had my cruise control set at
Colby goes to 140. I'll just.
No, but I had my cruise control set on 118 k's an hour. He had his cruise control on 118. Why was I catching up to you, and why were you leaving me at one stage? Answer that for me, Colby. I want a DM. I want a direct message on Messenger stating why. If you claim that your cruise control was on, mate, because that was bullshit. And then at one stage, I missed the turn, right? Because for some reason I felt like we're going to just the field. I forgot we're going to Wagga when we're driving, though. I just thought we'll just go into the field. So I was just going to go all the way up the Northern Road, keep on going, go through Penrith, stop at Starbucks, go to the field. Our normal routine, right?
That's what we usually do on the way to the
You've nudged me as I've passed the Hume Highway exit, and you're like, where you going? I'm like, oh, shit. We're going to Wagga. He's like, well, no shit, Sherlock. I said, I'll just chuck a U-turn. Well, what? Maybe 5 minutes behind Colby? Give or take from that exit. It took me 2.5 hours to catch up to him, and I was doing 130. Like, how quick were you going, sir? And then we finally, where did we meet up? We met up at Macca's somewhere.
Oh.
Was it Gundagai?
No. Yeah, I think it
was Gundagai Macca's or something like that. We just caught up to him on the exit. That's how long it took me from Campbelltown, from the Rellan Road entry point on the ramp. It took us to get
Canberra, wasn't it?
No. I think we stopped at Gundagai. I think we stopped at Gundagai.
Okay.
And it took me all the way to get to Gundagai.
Many trips
just to catch up to the bloke.
Anyway, it was a terrible drive with two guys who thought they were on a racing circuit.
It's Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, well, that sums it up the best.
Mate, you know what? And Red Bull came on top, mate. Let's just say that, right? Red Bull was on top.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the poor passengers in the car are sitting there going,
Caden Bloor would have even cared. He would have been probably asleep.
Yeah, Caden would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay awake.
Nah, he's out like no, he's actually all right sometimes though. He stayed awake the whole drive to Lithgow when we left really early in the morning to go up to Lithgow and play Hartley Valley at one stage when that tournament happened.
Yeah, awesome.
But no, just do the speed limit. Moral of the story: just do the speed limit. It says the speed limit. Just do the speed limit. Like that's not too much of an ask. I don't feel like.
Okay, so do the speed limit.
Do the speed limit.
So
it says the speed
will
limit.
you be taking your own advice?
I do the speed limit or more.
Huh?
I do the speed limit or more. I don't do the speed limit or less.
The speed limit is not 10 k's over.
No, but the speed limit is a basic requirement. It's not. Listen, right? Listen.
Okay, listen.
The speed limit is just a guideline, all right?
No,
that's how it works, all right? The speed limit.
We'll be on about this for hours.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, the speed limit is a guideline, all right? 80 is recommended speed.
Oh, it's just a suggestion.
Right, it's just a
suggestion,
exactly
isn't
right.
it?
That's right. The next time you get pulled over, just say, I thought the speed limit was just a suggestion. And then that's fine. You'll get away with it. Trust me. He'll knock on your window.
Please don't. Please, everyone.
Mate, we're not lawyers.
Don't do that. He's not a lawyer. Don't take his advice about shit like that. No way. Please don't.
All right.
I don't think our viewers are that stupid anyway. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay.
I reckon.
Not as I reckon.
Anyway, moving on.
Yes. Okay. So that's all for sevens, really. And
that's
Australian
all
sort of
sevens
news.
and Australian sort of standards. So, what do you got for me?
NXL, US.
You want to move on?
Couple more players move.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else to cover in Australia?
No, I think that's it, to be honest with you. I don't feel like
well, hang on.
Oh, here we go with some more.
Hold on. I think I saw a picture on Facebook a couple of days ago. There was some sort of renovations at Elite One. Some sort of
There's a new, I think there was a new slab or something poured there for the...
Is that
booth?
So the players' pits are staying the same?
Yeah, I think so.
And they're changing for the scorer and Mark Watkins, the guy that does all the live stream.
Yeah. I think that's what they poured the whole slab for, so he's not on the grass anymore. He's got his own dedicated booth.
On Coffs Harbour. Okay,
yeah.
So let's finish up on... So they've just fixed it up.
Yeah.
Nicky and Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. On that, we are both now playing three-man.
We're both playing the 3-man now.
And what are we doing a little bit of a couple of videos from it, or?
Well, yeah. Once we get a few things up and running,
okay.
We'll do a few in-house player interviews and stuff like that on the field. Get a basic rundown for how they're feeling for the year, a couple of events they feel like playing, how they're feeling right then and there. Just a basic sort of get to know you type of thing.
So we're actually playing with a couple of SWAT Vikings teams.
Yes.
We've been invited to play with a couple of teams that are playing up there. Yeah. So it should be a fun event. We've already covered it, like we spoke about it on last show, but so a couple of exciting little things.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good event. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm definitely interested. Definitely keen to get back up there. I dread the drive, however.
Well, for people that don't know, Brent's
here we go.
Flying.
Yeah, I am flying up
there, and he's catching a lift back with me.
Yeah, well, I'm sandbagging with you on the way back down. But like, do you want to explain why?
He's become royalty now. He gets flown in now.
No, but do you want to explain why I refuse to drive to Coffs Harbour, especially with you now?
I don't know, Your Highness.
Oh, right. You want me to explain your mysterious stuff?
Okay, sorry.
Right.
No. My stuff.
It
was my car. It blew up.
The car just
it's a
got
shit box.
fixed.
I know everyone knows I drive a shit box.
The car just got fixed. It was all good. You picked me up and you're telling me how good it drives, how well it's driving.
Don't talk about my car. No.
Where do we get to on the M7? We got just like about maybe
Road.
5 Ks before Castle Hill, right? Sunnyholt Road, right? And then I hear this, Brent, I lost my clutch.
Yeah.
I've got no clutch.
I blew the clutch.
And it was what, 5:20 p.m.?
Yeah. 5:30 actually.
No, just about to be 5:30. So you've rung
my
James
brother
Ridge.
Oh yeah. First I rang James Ridge, who
because he's
owns
Ultratune,
who's our semi-pro team captain.
Yep. Rang him because we were just coming up to basically Castle Road, about 5 minutes away from his workshop. Really, managed to somehow limp the car there.
It got there with half a clutch.
Yeah.
So
The minute Jimmy started the car
was
and put it in reverse, he said, yeah, this thing's screwed.
done.
So
But this was the
killer, right? So we went, well,
no.
Phil's,
No, hang on.
No. So Billy's rung his brother.
Billy's on the phone straight away.
Yeah,
He's organised the car.
Was kind enough, shout out to Billy's brother. He was kind enough to lend him
Thanks, Tommy boy.
his spare car he wasn't using. No, bro. I said, where is this mysterious car?
Sylvania Waters. Where are we? Castle Hill.
We're at Castle Hill. So Jimmy drops us off to Castle Hill Metro Station. We go from
Lidcombe Station.
This is by 6:30 we left. So we left Castle Hill Station at 6:30.
Yep.
We went to Lidcombe. And then his old man, after about 30 minutes of
my father Johnny. Thanks, Johnny.
He got him.
Picked us both up.
Picked us up. We drove all the way down to Sylvania Waters from Lidcombe. Turned around. Came all the way
back to Castle Hill.
Castle Hill. We went from a 4-door 4x4 ute to a Mazda 3 hatchback clown car.
4-door hatchback.
Yeah,
right. But we got back.
We packed everything out of that.
But wait a minute. You're cutting off, mate. You're not finishing the story. So we picked up my brother's car.
Yeah.
His spare car. We drove from Sylvania Waters back to Castle Hill.
Yeah.
Drove into Jimmy's workshop. Jimmy came there, Paul Blake. Jimmy, we 9:30 at night, 9 o'clock. We had repacked everything out of a Toyota Hilux ute into Mazda 3 little shitter. We got everything in there, and we're like two clowns in the front.
Yeah.
But we left at 9:30.
Yeah, but hold on. Jimmy looked at us and goes, do you just want to come back to my place? Because his place was around the corner from the workshop. And just crash there, roll the swags out, and then roll it back up in the morning. We'll all leave together. I was so down for that. I was like, yeah, 100%, let's go. This bloke, because he was already steam out the ears from what happened, because his car just got fixed. No, we're going all the way.
Oh, fuck. I wanted to go. I didn't want to stay. I had
So we got to Coffs Harbour at 3:30 in the morning. 3 in the morning.
Left at...
We rolled the swags out. We went to bed at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then at 8:02.
I told you.
That morning.
Okay. So for those
that morning.
hang on. For the people that know that have camped at the field, it was the SWAT Vikings. Some of them were coming up as well on the
Friday.
Thursday
night.
Thursday night. Because some of them, they were just camping and watching the Friday and then playing Saturday, Sunday. So we got there at 3 o'clock, waited for the rest of them to get there. And at about 3:30, 3:45, everybody was there and we're sort of just sitting down, chit-chatting. And I turned around and looked at everyone and went, hey, listen, I've camped here before with Black Flag and with the Assassins before here at the field. I said, we better go to sleep now because at least we'll get 4 hours worth of sleep, because at 8:01, I said, you're going to get woken up to beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to sleep through it because they're going to be playing like 20 meters away from you. And what happened at 8:02?
8:02, the countdown started and the guns just went off. And I think everybody's eyes
everyone just
lit
went boom from their tent.
Yeah. And it was fantastic. I don't think I've experienced anything better. Waking up that way, it was,
Well, as soon as you unzip your tent, you're watching it straight in front of you.
And I went down to the back of the field to watch a few AMS games and meet a few people down there and have a few conversations with people. And everybody looked at me like I was high off a kite because my eyes were just so red. I had bags under my eyes.
Yeah, because we'd driven 6 hours and slept for like...
And I was just...
3.5, whatever it was.
I was so tired.
Wait, Brent looked like he'd had like...
man.
5 schooners in, it looked like.
I was so tired. Like, it just... it wasn't supposed to be that way. Like,
anyway, it's the way it happened.
Yeah, we got there with great difficulty, and it took us, 3 days for me to get my banana split.
On the day we got there,
100%.
Here we go, the big banana. I want a banana split. So,
yeah, as you should.
After finals.
Yeah, as you should.
You had to deserve it. You had to work for it, mate.
No.
Yeah. Can't just give you a banana split.
No way.
Work for it.
Yeah.
We had to get some work out of you. Well, that was the bait.
No.
Anyway.
Nah, so, I wasn't a happy chappy.
Okay. So
at all that day.
No, he wasn't. But as we said, there'll be a couple talking to a few of the players, and I believe Kyle and Bree. So
Yeah, we'll get interviews from as many people as we can. Just when they have their spare time, their downtime.
one thing that I would like to do, mate, is actually stick our heads in where Mark does all the live streaming stuff from.
Yeah, see if we can organise something.
Show it from that, because no one gets to actually see inside Mark's tent.
Yeah,
and his whole setup's like it's rad. It's awesome. Like it's really awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. Sorry, I was just watching that.
Yeah, I was
whole
going to say,
thing
mate,
go down right there, and I was like, wow, really?
you're right there. Like, yeah,
it's just it's just
yeah,
it's a great move.
Anyway.
But no,
well, on that, done with.
Well, we will be in about 2 seconds. I just want to clarify that the Facebook page I've made, for some reason, it's just not going as well as I thought it would be.
Technical difficulties.
Literally, Facebook it doesn't actually work. Like, I can log into it, but then nothing's there. It's just everything's blank. This page no longer exists, or it just comes up with this other error. So I'll just make everything else again and just fix up all our socials by next year anyway. And then repost everything that I've tried to post on it. So, because I know a few people have tried messaging that account, and I get the message, but then I can't actually message from it. So yeah, something's going on with the whole, even on the Instagram as well. I'll sort it all out by next year. I'll have everything posted up and start posting a bit more frequently, and make this like a bit more of a social media page. So
so the viewers, last episode for
this will be the last,
because we won't start recording till January.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're going to take a bit of a holiday.
Yeah,
we need it, but anyway.
I think I need a holiday.
We're just lazy shits, but anyway.
Lazy? You're the one saying that you want 4 weeks off from paintball.
Hey, I've enjoyed my last 2.
Right. Anyway, but no, yeah, we do have our episode 3 already planned.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Will it be possibly a live episode? Because we did have this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And we did initially say possibly every maybe 3rd or 4th might be live. Or is that something that still needs a bit of work?
Still needs a bit of work.
Okay, so not yet?
Yeah, still needs to sort of work some adjustments out.
Okay, cool. So
it all comes down, especially with this next episode, sort of comes down to schedules and timing of everything for me and you specifically.
Okay.
Of just trying to get something, because we only just managed to squeeze this one in this weekend.
Well, yeah, this was lucky because we both had nothing on.
Well, yeah.
Well, we did.
Well, yesterday. Like
Brent had a very busy day yesterday. I had a nice sleep.
Yeah.
And
I was at the paintball field yesterday, the place that he wants to avoid.
Well, no, explain why you're at the field, mate. No. Self-inflicted gets no sympathy.
It's not self-inflicted.
So Mr. Brent went for a birthday.
It's mate's birthday. And a bit of a
self-inflicted.
I was at it because I was already there. It's not self-inflicted. It's called.
You chose to go.
It's called self-interest in getting better. But anyway,
newbies,
in other news,
with recce players,
I actually had my own training session as well. But anyway,
mate, you might as well take a cup of coffee and a vape with you on the field while you're playing against, being a professional player in Australia.
I still had Caden Bloor there.
Oh,
it was a fun day. But no,
Caden should have kicked his ass.
It was a fun day. Ask Caden, DM him how that 1v1 went. In other news. Yeah, my head's about to explode actually.
Okay, sorry. Other news.
NXL moves
going on NXL?
Continuing on, and it is just getting worse and worse and better at the same time. The cheaters in the WNXL have sold their spot. I didn't see this crap coming either.
What did they sell it to?
Mate, that is something I haven't scrolled to. And also can't find for some reason. But I'll get there once I actually scroll to it.
Would you like me to have a look?
That's all right.
I have my phone. Well, that is one of our main sources.
But yeah, look, Facebook is the key,
of course,
of the world. I didn't even think we were going to be talking about this until you wanted to talk about it last minute. So hence why I'm doing it off my thing.
Well, we did say we were going to keep up with all parts of the world paintball, right? So there's been news in the States, so we've got to cover that as well.
I didn't think we were going to be talking about this right now, so that's why. That's why I'm a bit slack on the preparation. Here we go. This will be good.
I'm sorry, but it's for Woody, Andrew Wood. A congratulations, Woody. I saw you've got a sponsorship. Is it for TXBL?
TXBL, yeah.
Yeah, he's got his own, good work. Congratulations on that, Woody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, if you want to keep congratulating people, I want to congratulate Connor Ashcroft on being ready to become a father.
Oh, yeah. That
Yes,
was,
yes.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Connor. And his
congratulations to Connor and his partner.
Yeah.
Fantastic people. I met her at Wagga. Fantastic couple.
You're going to start doing birthdays too?
No. But, you wanted to start congratulating people, so I just felt like, congratulating that. Making the paintball family even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So hats off to you. Congratulations. I hope fatherhood joins you really, really well. Any advice, Bill?
No.
Wow, you're so heartless.
I do not give advice.
Oh, right, Brady stands out.
Mate, no, listen. Every parent that's raised a child has had his or her own fault. So no parent can turn around and go, I raised the perfect child. No way, mate. Like, we've all made small and large mistakes with children. So
yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm not giving advice then. But it is an awesome ride. You will love it.
Yeah,
there's the uptimes, the uptimes and downs. Like, there's times you look at your kid and go, "That's," rather than sometimes and go, "I can't believe that. That's my kid." But it's congratulations. It's awesome. Becoming a father is awesome.
No, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Hats off to you, Connor. Congratulations on
the new sort of venture in life.
Yeah, well, that's right. But for the WNXL, anyway, big moves been made. Cheetahs have sold their spot.
Yeah. What's the new?
Femens Fatale.
No, they've been around. They've already been.
Well, that's something else. That's anyway, a few of their players have gone anyway, such as Connor Kelly's partner, Dallas.
That's right.
Yep, she's
there.
Yep.
And there was a couple.
And there's two other girls. Yeah, there was two others. There was two others as well. Lizette Barnes and also Casey Erb.
That's it.
All three of them have moved.
So that should be a good move for the viewers. WNXL is the girls' league. And I actually enjoy watching the games because the girls play pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I love it.
They've got a very aggressive style.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Other player moves?
Baltimore Nevermores is what they've changed to.
Baltimore Nevermore.
Yes. Okay. That is who has bought their spot.
So they're based in Baltimore.
I just have to sit here and scroll through it.
So they're based in Baltimore? Just like...
I'm assuming so, just like River? Baltimore Arsenal.
Just like River?
Yeah.
Not River.
No, Baltimore Arsenal.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, in major news, Aftershock has left Die and then also sold their spot to Comanaccia. So I believe that's another European team. I think there are a European team Comanaccia. So that means if that's the case, then there's two.
I've got to ask. Lux?
I have no clue. I haven't done that. Like I said,
we don't know much about this thing.
Like I said before, I didn't even know we're going to be talking about this, so I haven't actually done much research.
No, I mean,
I do hate the Arrow Lux team. I mean, that'd be nice. Seeming as we just lost two of them.
Hey, that was.
But it is what it is. But yeah, so Aftershock have left Eye and then also sold their spot to Comanaccia, who I believe are a European NXL team. So that means there's two Euro. If that is the case, that means there's two Euro teams in NXL now: Tortolus Tauntauns and Comanaccia. Yep. And with Tortolus Tauntauns, another big move. Konstantin Fedorov was released from Houston Heat, and then in a matter of days, he was picked up by Bill's non-suggestion on a phone call. He was picked up by the Tortolus Tauntauns. So hopefully they have a really good season in the NXL American Series. Anyway,
I'm going to be honest with you. It's the Tauntauns roster is good as it is now. Okay, but I think they were just lacking that freestyle type of, free floating player that can play anywhere and do some magic stuff for him and sort of like, and I think Konstantin Fedorov is that player.
You reckon he's that finishing?
I think he's like, they've got Axel, they've got, is it Bryce, his brother?
To be fair, I don't even know how to pronounce half of their names.
Anyway, most of the boys are French.
Yes,
right?
They're French.
But they've got a fifth, like Hugo as well.
Hugo,
is that the one that wears the same color beanie as?
I believe, yeah, I think so. I think he's that young player that was playing.
He's like X.
He's playing for X Factor.
Okay,
for
anyway.
this year.
So they've got a couple of threats around the
And they've
park.
still
As
got
they were.
Colombo as well.
Colombo as well, right? So,
Colombo.
but I think with Constantine Fedorov coming in,
Yep.
it's going to really add strength. I think they're going to be very competitive.
Yep.
Depending on how well they gel, team that brings
It's all about
player or how the teams gel at the beginning of the season.
Yep.
That's one of the big moves.
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest ones is due to Aftershock leaving Die. Nick Slovac is now a free agent. And there's been a lot of speculation about who he's going to go to. I was actually reading some of the comments that when he posted up he was a free agent, someone actually just said, retire.
Well, let's ask the viewers, where do you think Nick Slovac is going to end up? What team?
Well, I think there's only 2 Die teams left.
Well, is he still with Die?
Yeah. He was just endorsing some of their new merch.
So what do we got? We've got Russian Legion.
You got Red Legion and Omen.
Well, it's possible.
Who knows? Hopefully, I think he should take up sort of a coaching role.
He'd be good at that.
He could absolutely.
He'd be really good at that.
But I still like to see Nick on the field. But
We'll see,
when he
mate.
did
We'll
post
see.
up that he was a free agent, someone actually commented underneath it saying you should just retire. And I love his response. It was so simple. It was kick rocks with a full stop.
Mate, that sounds like a good idea, retire.
I'll see it, mate. On your bike. On your bike.
Oh, well, I've got a valid market license for 5 years.
Oh, so what, you're saying you got 5 more years?
Hopefully. I'd love to. I say it every year I want to retire. Right?
Oh, man, I've heard it since I started.
But what do I keep saying here? It's not, you'll miss everything about it, but you miss the brotherhood, the friendship.
Yeah, you just miss that community.
Well, it's all the effort you put in with your teammates,
Yeah.
week in, week out. So,
Yeah. But with more NXL, because there's been a few.
Well, there is
there's-
one. There is one more.
No, there's actually a few more. With Dynasty taking Hurricanes coach,
Mike Bianca.
Hurricanes
Mike
have picked
Bianca,
up 2 new coaches. So they've picked up Justin Spencer,
Mhm.
and they've also picked up Matty Hoden. I think is how you pronounce it.
Where have they picked up?
No clue.
No idea.
No idea.
Okay.
Absolutely no idea. That's as far as this thing's going to tell me, because it's starting to dissipate and slow down.
Who did they've picked up 2 new coaches?
So they've picked up 2 new coaches. Yeah.
And they've also picked up Joe Barrett from Infamous as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, doesn't say. Doesn't say who they're from. Just quickly reading over it.
Okay. I believe NRG Elite picked up a player too, Dave Vasquez. Dynasty.
Yes, yeah. Energy Elite have made a return, right? It's
Well, whose spot did they buy?
slowly getting there. There's 2 more moves from Aftermath.
Okay.
So they've picked up Julian. You'd probably be able to say his last name. Julian. I can't even say that for the life of me. Julian. Velasquez.
Velasquez.
That's the one. Yeah. Mate, I'm not foreign. And then they've also picked up James Green from the Lucky 15s.
James Green?
From the Lucky 15s.
He's Mason Hines' mate, isn't he?
I believe so, yeah.
Player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Same with Jim McGowan as well.
Oh, Miguel?
Yeah, well, he's from the 15s.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 new pickups from Aftermath and from the pro team from New York Extreme. You've also picked up what?
Who? Picked up who?
I don't know. It's still late, and I'm joking. They've picked up George McLean and Will Hennessy.
Okay. So Will Hennessy initially was from NYX, wasn't he?
Yep.
And McLean come from Hurricanes. No. Who'd McLean play for?
Doesn't even specify where they've taken him from. No. They've just posted it up. Not much info has been actually said about it, except for the big move from Infamous to Dynasty, Joe Barrett, which was
That was a couple of days ago, but yeah,
a bit of a shock actually. That one, I didn't see that one coming. Since doors open up at Dynasty, you'd assume players like that could make the jump.
Well,
I just didn't see it.
Dynasty have been picked apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Not making excuses for him, but they've had it pretty good for 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years.
They've had a good over a
They've
decade.
had that. Yeah. Okay. So all good things come to an end, and that's what it looks like with this whole dynasty legacy.
Yeah.
But in saying that, they're still bringing in players and coaches to try and sort of still be competitive. And I mean, they're not done and dusted. Like
No.
they're not done.
No, they're still going strong.
But I believe this is a rebuilding stage now for dynasty. Picking up Barrett, and was it the Hurricanes coach Mike Bianca?
Yeah.
Okay, picking up Bianca, and I think they've picked up another. Who else did they pick up?
Wasn't CJ, was it?
No, it wasn't CJ.
No, he went to damage. They've picked up a few.
Anyway, there's been anyway, but you never know what could happen. But I think that dominance they had in the NXL, I think that's fine.
They've pretty much lost their starting 5 roster at this point. You know, Chris Shear's gone, Archie Montemayor's gone, Marcelo's gone, Urena's gone,
Mikey,
so they sort of just, Oliver Lang sort of stepped back. So they sort of lost that sort of their
Oliver Lang's just a novelty.
Yeah, they sort of just lost their major hitters. You know, Greenspan's still there, of course.
Mate, I saw pictures of Ryan Greenspan on Facebook the other day. He's out with his missus and his kids.
Yeah, he's out on a holiday with his family. I believe he was. Yeah.
So I mean, Frazi's the same. They've all got like wives and kids. They're all sort of getting to an age now.
Yeah.
We all sort of think about.
Yeah, of course.
So
having a bit more family time. Nothing ever wrong with that. But yeah, Energy Elite have picked up Damien Vasquez. Sorry,
Damien played with Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
He actually came and played with the Adelaide Assassins here. 22 or 23. I think it was 22. Possibly end of 22. Anyway, he was playing for Dynasty at the time.
Yeah.
Very, very good player, competitive guy. Very sure of himself too.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. But he then moved Ironman.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
So, but he'll be a good game for them.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Ironman, they picked up a formerly NYX player. They've also picked up Jerry Caro.
Yeah.
So that's a big gun for them as well. And then in probably one of the biggest of moves, Urena has left Impact and he's moved to Red Legion. I can definitely see why.
Well, Mikey left
Dynasty to get more field time
in Impact, and brought in.
And then they brought these 4.
It's not the 4 out of it's.
Well, it is the 4. You don't bring in 4.
I'll be honest with you. If they brought in Marcelo, they brought in Tyler, and they brought in Rainey, and they didn't bring in Mouse, Mikey would have stayed there. That was all Mikey's position.
Yeah.
But because they've brought in Mouse, Mikey's just looked at it and gone, I want field time. I'm not going to stay if we're going to have 2 snake players.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be jockeying for field position when I know I'm just...
Well, there's more than just those 2 snake players. You still got the Cornell brothers as well.
Pound for pound, both of them. I reckon they're just...
Well, it's just, it's a team sport, and, I understand what Mikey wants. He wants to be on the field as much as he can, and, but at the same time too, you want to be also part of the best team as well.
You know what? There's no harm in wanting field time. I mean, here in Australia, Brendan Miller's like that. He loves field
playing,
and there's nothing wrong with that. You just want to be on the field. You want to get more if you want to get.
He wants to contribute, and he wants to contribute on the field.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
100%.
I don't like a lot of people look at it and go, "Oh, he's a hog or whatever." No, it's each individual player is different. So
yeah, that's right. Everyone has their own personal reasons of what they do and why they do it.
Oh yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just every player is different. They have their own sort of view on where they want to be, what they want to do, and where they want to be at.
Yeah.
Now towards.
And it's also, like he said on HK Army with Mark Cresser when they were doing a podcast there, and he said, you try and look for the best team in your area, and you play alongside them, and when you feel like you've outgrown them, you move on. So that also could be one thing he was doing as well. It was just sort of he was sort of a shining player in Impact for an event here and there. So he could just be looking for the next best thing. And I think Red Legion was the next best thing.
Okay, but the same thing could be said for the Impact boys that have gone to Impact now. That whole thing, right? Like, we spoke about this last episode. The biggest thing that was spoken about was that these guys may never get this opportunity.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so I firmly believe as a player, if you've played for a team for so many years, excuse me, if you've played for a team for so many years and you're not getting out what you're putting in,
yep,
and you move on, that I don't look at that as a bad thing towards a player, because some teammates will look at it and go, oh, why is he going?
Yeah.
I just look at it and go, look, some players want more, players want.
Yeah.
Player that wants more is always going to strive to keep going, right?
Yeah.
So if you've put in time and effort in the team and you've seen it's sort of gotten to a point where it's stale now, the team's gotten to a point and it's not going to progress.
Yeah.
And you're at the point of your career where you've played for 10, 15 years and you've been given this opportunity, you don't want to look back and kick yourself in the ass and go, fuck, I should have taken it. I should have taken it.
Yeah, 100%. You don't want to finish your career with no regrets.
Well, these boys have played at every level of this sport, every highest level, right?
Yeah.
And they've achieved so much, right?
Yeah.
So this thing's like this is something we've always spoken about. This is always something we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't see nothing wrong with it.
No way.
Some people will look at me and go, no. They'll see.
Everyone's always got their opinion on how they feel, and I just feel like a lot of people are supporting their decision of what they did. And, like, I couldn't be more happy to them. Hats off. I wouldn't want to finish my career with the regret of, man, we should have done that when we could.
No, every player's at a different point in their career.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll never be the same level. You never be on the same thought pattern.
That's right.
There's different years of experience between us, right?
Yeah.
There's different years I've been playing to you, right?
Yeah.
With every player, not just me and you. I'm just an example, right?
Yeah.
So it's just something that each player will never be, very rarely get that combination of those, 10, 11 players that are on that sort of same level for that period of time.
Yeah.
That's different. But that's like one in every so often.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think about it, like, they're the only team that have achieved what they've achieved. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Their first 15 years, they won an event nearly every single.
Yeah, they were consistent.
Very consistent.
They were consistent, and that I think that's what all four of them want. Is consistent.
This is the thing with them going to Impact now and building up Impact. Like, I don't think they did it because it's something that let's do it. It's something that these boys have been talking about for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and I'm a strong believer, man. If you get given that opportunity in that late in your career and you don't take it, you'll kick yourself later and go, why didn't I do what I should have done? Like, I could have the opportunity to win this and this with the boys. I'll do this.
Of course.
But I've always wanted to do it. So, but people will look at me and go, "Nah, Bill, you're wrong."
That's right.
Billy, you're wrong, mate. No, shit, you're not loyal. But it doesn't matter how loyal. Like, you can only be loyal to a certain point to a team.
Well, that's right. At the end of the day, you got to have your self-interest at heart as well.
Of course.
And
every player
being a human being, you're always going to put yourself first before a lot of things.
Of course.
And when it comes to paintball, obviously some players have the mentality of they want to be the best, and they're going to make a move to make sure they can be the best, and they are looked at as the best. Yeah. And to be looked at the best, you need to be playing for one of the best teams.
Okay, but at the same time, you become one of the best players. You try not to forget as a player. You
still
always be a gentleman and always
that's exactly
respect
right
as a player. Man.
It's
a big thing.
Like, and for example of that one, a completely different sport, but in the world of tennis, that was Roger Federer.
Oh, Mr. Nice Man.
Like,
he was known as
he was just a pure gentleman.
Yeah,
he at the time of his career, he was the best. And he was looked at as the best, I should say, anyway. And he was a pure gentleman.
Yeah, he was a humble guy, really, really nice guy. He always thanked his opponents, and
he's just a pure gentleman.
He was, yeah. So it's same thing in paintball, mate. Like, I think I said it on the last episode. A little respect in this sport goes.
Yeah, of course it does.
So if you show someone a little, especially towards the older OGs in the sport, if you show them a little bit of respect, man, they'll go. They'll go out of their way to help you a lot.
Yeah, they go above and beyond.
Yeah, they'll go above and beyond to help you.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But for another move of Energy Elite, you've also got Ethan Adams leaving Baltimore Arsenal.
Which was great.
And, they're called Baltimore Arsenal.
Arsenal now, we know that.
Right.
We know that.
Yeah, no, that's why I say Baltimore Arsenal.
Maybe some of our viewers haven't seen it. Don't know.
I think we said it.
Okay.
Earlier.
Maybe I forgot.
Probably. Old age. Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
But yeah, so Energy Elite actually took over. I don't think we said it before, but Brooklyn Bears sold their spot to Energy Elite.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, bring it back, Energy Elite.
Oh, I know one other player that is going to Energy Elite, but they haven't put it up on Facebook, so I'm not sure if I said.
Well, no, you shouldn't say it then.
Okay. I'll tell you. Hang on.
Oh yeah. Oh,
They
that's
did
fine.
retain a few of the Bears players. They lost the Altamore brothers though. Altamore.
Yeah,
Joey
they Joseph and Rob went
Joey and
went
Robbie.
to Aftershock as well as Nick Cross. Nick
Gascoigne.
yeah, that's the one.
Sescoigne or Gascoigne. I think
Yeah.
Sescoigne.
Yeah, I honestly, some of these players have the weirdest last name.
Italian.
Yeah, yeah,
Gascoigne's
Italian, Greek, whatever.
Altamore's South America.
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue. But yeah, so that's sort of the moves for
US.
recently anyway, for the US. And a move for Sevens, actually, SWAT have officially picked up Mr. Mojo for the 2025 season. And
they've added him,
I believe. And then I believe Mr. Ryan Jacko makes a return in 2025. And also Alex Orr, I believe, makes a return in 2025, stacking their roster.
Ryan had surgery, didn't he, in the off last?
Yeah, I think it was surgery on his
hip, knee. What was it?
I don't know. I don't really speak to Jacko much.
I know Ryan. He's a great
he's
a great guy. Ryan texted me what he had surgery. Was it a hip or a knee? Because the last event he played, man, he couldn't even straighten his leg out at once.
I saw he was in a fair bit of pain.
He was his knee.
Yeah, he didn't really have much mobility. But seeing him at the Masters event, he looked like he was walking a hell of a lot better for whatever he's he's undergone.
Oh, Ryan Jacko's
he's a hell of a player too.
Nice guy.
But yeah, so I believe that caps out SWAT's roster to be an absolute beast of a roster. And speaking with Ryan Newman as well, behind closed doors, he's keen to stay on SWAT's roster for 2025 as well. So it's looking like a really, really built roster. Yeah. So, and our roster's sort of saying the same for the 2025 season as at the moment.
Oh, we've lost a player.
Oh yeah, we lost. Elmo.
Well, Elmo's another stuff. Don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's sort of like taking a break from sevens.
But the rest of the boys, most of them, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. So yeah, sort of our same roster for next year.
And we're not sure what Matthew Newman's doing.
Yeah, he's still up in the air. He might want to take a little bit of a break.
I don't know. And he hasn't said anything.
Yeah, enjoying a bit of fishing or something like that. Just take a bit of a break. Have a season off. He's played for long enough in my eyes.
Yeah. Anyway, look, whatever the boys want to do,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, life's first.
Well, no one's contract.
That's exactly right. But SWAT's roster's definitely looking real stacked for the seventh.
So they'll be the team to beat again next year, obviously.
Oh, of course. But yeah, I think Raw has constructed a team for sevens for all year.
Raw?
Yeah, Raw All Stars.
Were they?
Yeah.
Boys in. Oh, so possibly Philip and his son Philip and the guys.
Yeah, okay. I think so. And I think Black Flag's confirmed for all year as well. Okay, so yeah, shout out to Woody for having a team for all year. I believe Bitchin has stepped up from semi-pro to play pro in sevens.
Well done.
So welcome to the pro division, Bitchin, and all the players that have moved forward. Yep. So it's really good to see the semi-pro teams stepping up and coming up to the big league.
So does that mean Colt has their own team? Because it used to be that Raw.
I think Raw and Colt have
split
and made
become their own team.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
So
another team.
So so I think it makes it.
So the pro division looks like it's
6 or 7 teams.
Oh, good.
Confirmed. So
that's healthy. That's healthy.
So so it's looking good. So hopefully a couple more teams decide to come back, or new teams merge with existing players, or even another semi-pro team decides to go screw semi-pro. Let's move up.
Wow. Normally, the top 2 semi-pro teams should have if we had the same amount of teams as the states, obviously you should have a relegation zone. If you had 10 teams in each division, so semi-pro and pro, like they do in the NXL in the states, at the end of each season, 19th and 20th ranked team lose their spots to the first and second team.
Of course.
So it's a relegation zone, just like they're doing EPL soccer or that sort of stuff.
No, Sevens Pro specifically looking all right. So at the moment, anyway. So
that's good news.
5 to 7 teams have confirmed that they're going to play round 1. So it's looking healthy at the moment, considering all the changes that's just been made. So it's going to be Yeah, fun.
Sounds like it's going to be a good season. I mean,
season.
Okay, so you've got your 4 rounds of 7s.
Yeah.
Is it 3 rounds of snipers?
3 rounds of snipers.
3 rounds of snipers.
3 rounds of coughs.
We now have 3 rounds of coughs.
Yeah.
Right? And, I mean, they're doing the 1v, the 3-man.
The 3-man in January.
We'll see if Dwayne does any 3-mans throughout the year as well.
Yep.
And I guess there's TXBL and MXBL.
TXBL, MXBL.
Obviously we got our
I don't think the Singaporean, the SBS is coming. Not too sure about that section of it.
Well, I don't know.
I haven't seen anything be posted up at all.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah.
That possibly from Singapore, the Outlaws might be coming back for the 2025 season. But I don't know. Like I said, we hear a lot of stuff. But
yeah, of course you do. Well, that's right. You hear a bit of the nitty gritty, but how true is it?
I mean, we know the boys on a personal level.
Yeah, no, they're a really good bunch of blokes.
I mean, the last time I spoke to, was it Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Jeffrey sort of said, look, we're a bit busy at the moment with our own personal lives, but I do believe they weren't happy with the reffing situation last time they were out. But last time I did speak to him, when we did sort of liaise over the phone, I said, look, mate, it has gotten a hell of a lot better. So he's like, yeah, that's good. So,
yeah.
Like, hopefully it's not a rumor and they do come.
Oh, it'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be good.
Nice bunch of guys, great competitors, great team on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Different style of paintball to ours here. A different style. It's very aggressive.
Yeah, they're quick.
They're quick, but yeah, they're very, very lane orientated as
yeah.
Holds his own. And
they're a good bunch of boys, good bunch of people as well. Very, very nice. I mean, they bought us a case of VB. Was it?
It wasn't their fault. Okay, it wasn't their fault.
Went to the bottler and just said, "What's?"
They said to the guy. No, they said to the bottler owner. They said, "What's the most common beer Australians drink?" And the bloke looked at him and
just pointed at a case of VB.
Yeah, I don't know where they were. They had to be out.
I don't know, but yeah, they come back with a case of VB.
I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, but yeah, they came back with a case of VB and they went, "This is for you." And I looked at them and went, "Thanks, but it's."
Yeah.
Well, the guy said it was the best
we don't know
beer.
what that means, mate.
I said, "Dude, that's like drinking battery acid." But anyway, sorry, VB. No, nothing against.
Hey, you're not sorry. But no, so I think it sort of sums up for episode 2 anyway.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
What do you got?
We have to.
What's that?
Have to say thank you to everybody for the feedback we got for episode 1.
Yes, we do actually. Yeah.
Okay, it was a massive response. And how many streams did we get?
Somewhere along the 200s.
Well, that's pretty
high 200s.
That's what
like that.
We have to say thank you.
Oh, and just actually, on that, I put up a poll on Spotify specifically because it's really the only place I could actually do it on, and 88 or 90% said Jersey over your clock.
Yeah, that's true.
So, eat it.
Okay, but I mean, it'll be here in the next episode. We will put the jersey up, another jersey. But our lovely friends at the SWAT Vikings made me a clock, and they've actually made us some T-shirts with our Down Under podcast logo. Yep. And they secretly and snuck in their logo on the sleeve, but that's cool. Thank you very much, Renee and Sven. And she actually made a clock for us with our podcast logo in the middle. You do get the jersey. You did vote for the jersey.
The jersey has been voted in.
But I still get my clock.
Depending on how big this clock is.
I still get my clock.
Is on the table, all right?
No.
But the jersey won. So thank you to the people for sticking with me.
Jersey. Yeah.
The jersey won.
On the poll, the jersey won.
The jersey won. Flying colours.
Yeah. Well, 88 jersey.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers.
Yeah. Yeah. I think out of everybody that voted, I think 2 people or 3 people voted for a clock.
I should have voted to make it 4.
Yeah, you should have.
I voted for
what? I went
3 that voted for me, thank you, but you're probably old timers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you need to actually keep time.
Anyway, so we'll have one next episode with our logo in the middle of it.
So yeah, by the time we film the next episode, the social medias will be fixed up. Everything will be sort of ready to go. It'll be announced when the next episode's on recording, and all that sort of drama will be happening. I'll
hold you to that.
Yeah, well, all the social medias will be fixed up. Everything will be looking.
No, bro,
again.
look, we're new to it, so
I've just been a little bit busy throughout the week. So,
but it is like we're new to this. So.
It's one episode at a time. So one episode at a time.
Right.
So hopefully the audio has been fixed. And
there's no cutting out yet.
Tweaked around with it here and there. A couple people actually commented, messaged me and said there was a bit of green flickering throughout the video here and there. It's because of the camera. At the moment I'm just using a GoPro to just film it. We are investing into a decent camera soon, so hopefully by next episode that we film, we'll have that all sorted. But my main concern was sort of more of
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my family, we spoke about this.
Yeah.
Have asked, like, my whole family sort of we talk about what we want for Christmas and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of put it to my family and went, hey, look, instead of all these buying individual presents, why don't you all throw your cash together and buy us a camera? That we sort of better camera so we can use for the shows. Possibly we'll have a better camera.
So no, fingers crossed, But so
Mom, Dad, bros.
Those areas you guys have pointed out, the issues that sort of we sort of already had an idea about. But, appreciate your feedback we do appreciate the feedback to make the show better for you guys, since you guys are the ones sitting there listening to it and watching it. We want you guys to have the most enjoyable experience possible. So, so those things that we are we are addressing and evaluating. So
feedback is very important.
Yeah, of course. And at the moment, I don't know about
how we can make it better each time.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know about you, Bill, but at the moment I've received nothing but praise and
that's why I said we have to say thank you to everyone, because it's been overwhelming. The response and the people that have watched and all the help and support.
Yeah, and the amount of people that have actually messaged me asking me to be on the show.
Yeah,
is incredible. So
we do have a little bit of we do have a guest coming on the show.
Yeah, episode 3.
Episode 3. We can't say who. Say who. Okay.
Can't say who.
We'll say this. You all know who he is. But we'll have either, we're not sure if he's going to be here. He's going to be here in the studio to do it here, or whether we're going to do a Zoom call with him. But we do have our first interview.
We do have our first interview style podcast coming. We're looking at sort of grilling him a little bit with the history of the team he's played for, what he's played for, how long he's been in the sport, what he's been doing,
what he's thinking,
his mindset when he's going into a tournament, and just sort of breaking down what it is to be that person, and that's sort of that high caliber player.
So we're going to pick his brain.
So we're going to try and pick his brain apart and just sort of give you an insight to some of what some of the best players in Australia think of. Because in my opinion, I regard him as one of the best players in the country.
Definitely.
We're definitely going to try and pick his player, and that's sort of what we want. And when we come up with this sort of idea of having play interviews, is sort of something we wanted to do.
But we won't only just be pro players.
No,
semi-pro
absolutely,
because we want to know. We want everybody.
Pick players,
involve everybody,
and and then compare also what a semi-pro player thinks to an AMS player that thinks to a pro player.
Correct.
And then also, there's some things you might not think of that those players do that you want to add to your arsenal of things that you want to think about.
They might do a different training regime. They might do stuff that you look at and go, well, that's a good idea. If I start doing that, that starts to work.
That's exactly right. And then when you're also interviewing people and you come up with things, you can actually add things to your own arsenal by suggestions made by people asking questions.
Exactly right.
So, it's all just, the feedback and everything I've gotten from everybody watching and listening to the show, it's just been absolutely phenomenal. We can't thank you guys honestly enough.
Thank you guys.
I didn't think the show would get that much attention either.
Being two Muppets.
So being the two retards we are, and just it's been
Muppet Show.
I know, honestly,
should have been the Muppet Show.
Oh, mate,
no, we're good.
Mate, the feedback has been phenomenal. We can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you guys a lot.
I think the road to episode 100, if we keep going the way we're going, is definitely doable. Yeah. Well, we got 98 more episodes to go after this one. So, mate, just keep playing Paintballville and you'll be all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, mate, even when I retire, I'll become a coach.
Oh, excellent. That's going to be fun.
I don't know who I'm going to coach.
No. Last team he coached doesn't even exist anymore. That's Bill's coaching record, by the way.
Well, they won a couple of events, but
that's all right. They're not here anymore.
That's Billy's record, yeah. They won a couple of events.
And then where's the team?
I made them move on like everybody does in paintball. They stepped up to play.
Paintball fit, mate. Stay together and win everything.
Paintball fit. No, don't open that.
Nah, we're finishing the episode. We're opening that can of worms.
No, not now.
Yeah, we can deal with that.
We'll add that to another episode.
Yeah, we can do that in another episode.
See if we can talk.
Anything's possible, mate. Anything is possible. But no, we really want to thank you guys for all the support, all the comments, all the feedback we get from you guys, and thank you for tuning in to episode number 2. 98 more episodes to go, and we'll hit 100, and I don't know what the heck we're going to do from that point onwards. But thank you guys to our major sponsors, Paintball Shop and actionpaintball.com. Fantastic support from Mike and the guys there.
Yeah, they've been really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really awesome.
Shop the new Monster paintball pod bags that they've got. $40.
Yeah, we forgot.
They fit. I believe it's 60 or 70, 160,
70, I think.
70, 160 ball pods that they fit in. They're absolutely
90,
huge.
91, 40.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
They're good quality.
They're absolutely huge.
They're
I was at the shop. I was at the shop on Monday.
Bags.
Felt them all. They're absolutely fantastic quality.
We used one last round in semi-pro with the Wicked Assassin with Jimmy Rich's team, right?
Yeah.
So we went to the shop and Mike showed us because they were the first sort of ones made.
Yeah, the first.
And then I just looked at Mike and said, "Do you want us to test run it for you tomorrow?" And Mike just went,
"Yeah."
So we did. Yeah, it worked really. They were really.
Yeah, no, they're
really
great
good.
quality and definitely very affordable and ship worldwide. Yep. So, yeah, definitely shop those if you ever need a pod bag. And I believe if you want a custom one, Paintball Shop can do it.
I think they did. I heard that. I think they did the team ones.
They could do whatever you need.
Do
so, yeah, shop at paintballshop.com. Buy all your necessary equipment that you need for your team and yourself, and make yourself the best looking player and the best player possible in the country. So
that's why you go to the best paintball shop.
That's why you go to the best source for paintball in Australia.
Country.
Yeah, alrighty. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the Down Under Podcast episode 2. I'm your host, Brent Mitchell. I'm also with
Billy Colliers.
And thank you guys.
Thank you guys very much.
See you
next time.